Welcome to the Magnolia Minute. I'm Corey Poole, and today I have with me Judge Desiree Dyess. How are you doing?
I'm well, Corey. Thanks for having us today.
Yes, and you're here to talk to us a little bit about the Red Mass, which, let's start off with, tell me a little bit about what it is.
The Red Mass is an annual event that's held in Natchitoches each and every year. We're going to hold it this year. It is actually sponsored by the Natchitoches Bar Association, and this is our 14th annual Red Mass in Natchitoches. It'll be held on November 8th at 9 o'clock in the morning at the Minor Basilica of the Immaculate Conception, which is located on 2nd and Church Street. It's open to all faiths, and everyone in the community is invited. The Red Mass is a Mass that is celebrated annually in the Catholic Church for all members of the legal profession, regardless of religious affiliation. So if you're a judge, lawyer, law school professor, law student, government official, or first responder, you are going to be celebrated on that day. It is a really wonderful thing. The Red Mass coincides with the opening of the judicial year, and historically, that is the first Monday of October, which is the opening of the United States Supreme Court. We actually held a Red Mass in Louisiana on the first Monday of October at St. Louis Cathedral, but ours in Natchitoches is just a little bit later, so we can celebrate it too.
I gotcha.
What's really cool is that the Red Mass is derived from the colors of the vestments that are worn during the Mass. And so the celebrants of the Mass wear red robes. And at one time, judges wore red robes too. Now we wear the traditional black.
That I did not know.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, all right. And the public is invited as well.
The public is invited. Everyone is invited. You don't have to be Catholic to come. We welcome you all for a time of just reflection and prayer for what important decisions are made in our community.
Definitely. All right, and up next we have Judge Lala Sylvester, who will tell us a little bit more about this event. And we're back with Judge Lala Sylvester. How are you?
I'm great. Hi, Corey. How are you?
Doing good. Now, tell me a little bit about how the Red Mass got started.
Okay, the first time that it's recorded that it's ever been was in 1245, and that was in England. And then the tradition of the annual Red Mass was in London at the Westminster Cathedral, and that began in 1319 and has continued through to this day. Now, for the Red Mass in the United States, it came to New York City first, and that was in 1928. The first time it was in Louisiana was, of course, at the St. Louis Cathedral in New Orleans, and that was in 1953. And Judge Harrington started the Red Mass in Natchitoches in 2006, and it's been held annually since then.
Man, that's quite a bit of history.
It is a lot of history. It's really neat. I don't know if Judge Dyess told you, but the one in New Orleans, all the judges go to from all over the state, and it's quite impressive to see 150 plus judges. The Supreme Court's there, the Court of Appeal judges are there, and everybody just parades in together, and it's just a really beautiful celebration.
Definitely.
Go ahead.
Is there anything else that we should know about it?
Here in Natchitoches, it alternates between Trinity Episcopal Church and the Minor Basilica of the Immaculate Conception. And of course, this year it's at the Minor Basilica of the Immaculate Conception. And of course, Natchitoches includes all members in public service, including all of our police officers, law enforcement, firemen, etc. In fact, we use an honor guard from the Natchitoches Parish Sheriff's Office.
Oh, okay.
And they start the ceremony for us every year, and they march in first, and behind them you have a member of each law enforcement agency, which is Natchitoches Police Department, Natchitoches Parish Sheriff's Office, State Police, and the firemen of Natchitoches Parish. And they pick somebody, and every year it's somebody different, and they all bear their hat up to the altar, and we have a table that they put them on just as a symbol for all the falling law enforcement and all of the people who put their lives in danger every day to protect our parish.
I love that.
So it's really neat. All faiths are welcome. You do not have to be Catholic. In fact, I'm sure there are more Protestants that are at our Red Masses than there are Catholics. And also, we have a reception that follows every time. This year it's at the Church Hall, which is right next to the Minor Basilica of Immaculate Conception. It is catered by Laziones, so you know the food's excellent.
Yes.
And it is graciously paid for by the Natchitoches Parish Bar Association.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, it's really great. We would like the whole public to come because it's kind of limited. You have a lot of law enforcement, people from the courthouse, lawyers, etc. that come. But we really want the public to know about it and for them to try to come because it's just a really beautiful ceremony.
All right. Well, there you have it. Come on out, participate in this great event that honors, some of the most courageous people we know. And as always, thanks for watching.